EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on second down. Brady dumps it off to Fournette.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Fournette once more on second down. He'll get 3 up to midfield. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From midfield, here's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This is Dillon. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. We're scoreless after 1. They're going to line up to go for this on fourth down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Mike 51. Mike 51. Right here. 51's Mike. Mike 51. Switch up. Switch up.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check 59. Mike.
To throw is Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Fournette. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
On third and short to give to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Wait, 20. Mine's 59. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, Alabama.
Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go inside. Hey, right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Rodgers rolling to his right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, throwing back across his body. Carlton Davis picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Check your hot read. Check. Check 3. Check 30. Box it. Zip. Flies motion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Fournette, a 1st down carry, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 44, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one, 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Check 26.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The quick slant caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal Rob Gronkowski. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Succop for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going? Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll go again to Jones. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Rolling to his left. He hits Adams complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter.
I got you. 49, check 30. Loco over here. Rush in. Switch. 25, check 25, check.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. After the penalty, it's Jones. Into the secondary again. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. They hand this one to Gronk. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll roll him out right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
All day, just like that. Just like that. 26. Watch safety creeping.
Dillon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers have taken the lead. So that'll back him up 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now. 2nd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Steps away. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st down, Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Brady. This is caught, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go. Here we go. Mike 51.
Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
He'll buy some time right. Open man, this is Lewis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mercedes Lewis punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brady throwing complete here to Fournette. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That catch good for only a couple. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's just me and you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady flushed out right. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Brady again. He sets up the screen to Jones. Touchdown! Ronald Jones. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here's Lewis. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. Now, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean, and the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Brady now on 1st down. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Kill, turn up.
Brady to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 58 yards. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. To throw is Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Chris Barnes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
All day, baby, all day, baby.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Bang, 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 bang. Shadow.
They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Rodgers throwing here. On the move to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Back to throw, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the foot.